Marcus, it says a lot about the Championship. It's your fourth winning five. Your first at home for more or less 3 months. It's that kind of division, isn't it?
It is, but that was a typical Championship game this afternoon. You know, it wasn't pretty at times. Two teams who like to play football, I felt, negated each other for certainly the first 35 minutes. But I think it's a typical game you have to win. You know, you saw the block by Dickie, the tackle by Lee Wallace. They're the moments of those games. Charlie Austin's strike was blocked and cleared off the line, and those type of moments are so important. But they're a good squad. You know, look at the strength of the bench, and Tony deserves a lot of credit for the squad that he's assembled there. But they're a tough team, and they are where they are for a reason. And that's a big win for QPR.
I presume it's a relief to end that home run, although you were picking up points anyway.
Yeah, we were picking up points, and more importantly, you know, we've gone to Norwich, for example, it was a penalty. We go to Watford as a penalty. Actually, open play goals against us. I'm saying it's touching wood and not tempting fate. It'll be few and far between. So the defence have worked hard as a team. They've worked hard to defend their goals. So deserve a lot of credit to the players.
Mark, sorry.
No, I was going to say the home thing. It's good to get it off your back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because you know we've had some good performances here. We played a lot better than that and not won. But that, as you say right at the start, that's the Championship, and it's about defending your goal. It's about understanding the key moments of the game and getting the rewards. And we get a scrappy goal. You know, that's not goal of the month contender, that's for sure. But it's an important 3 points.
Mark, Lyndon Dykes looked like he took a nasty knock when he went down.
He did, yeah. Medical team on it straight away. I mean, he's a strong boy, Lyndon. All I would say was I saw him with a burger in his hand in the room there. So Aussies and their burgers are quite, you know, he looks all right. But they'll follow the protocols now, which you have to do.
What was it, concussion?
I don't know. I just said before, I don't know if he got an elbow. I don't know if he fell hard. I didn't see it, but he was certainly dazed. But the medical team is straight there and they're looking after him. He's just been speaking in the dressing room. So hopefully, again, touching wood, he's okay. But make sure we go through the right protocols with him.
So it wasn't a limb injury. It was just a bang.
No, it was a bang, proper bang.
Is there anything in particular they have to do that's different now? Or?
No, they just follow the protocols. As I say, there's a lot of press and media, quite rightly so, about concussion and the long-term impacts on the individual players, etc. in all sports. So the medical side now is so sharp and so hot and making sure that the processes are adhered to.
I guess if there's a time to be putting a run together like this, it's always welcome. But coming into this, I don't even know whether the end of the season's in sight or not, to be honest.
No, but this division's all about consistency. We've always said, you know, we repeat ourselves so many times, if you can get 4, 5, 6 in a row, or, you know, 5 wins and a draw, and those type of runs, you go from 18th to 8th quickly. That's the Championship, that's the beauty of it. And you're seeing that the teams at the bottom now are winning. And on the other bottom are winning, and the gap's getting closer and closer. So it's a great division. It's a great league for the neutral. It can cause you to lose a bit of hair when you're involved in it, but it's certainly it's a great league.
What about Rob Dickie? Early in the season, Armstrong really kind of gave him a torrid time. I think they were part, but it was a real good battle between the two today. Does that show how much he's come on?
Yeah, Armstrong for me is a Premier League centre forward. He's a top player. You look at the quality of his finishing, the goals that he scores, the time of his runs, his awareness on the park. He's top. I've got no doubts for me he goes Premier League in my mind. So for Rob, who's getting better every game, it's a good lesson. You know, as you say, first game got caught in behind, nearly in the first half today, nearly that same run. We got his body back across it, Charlie got inside. But you know, that's a good test, and that's the type of learning. Young fires will come on at the end as well. You know, young boys working hard for that opportunity. But they're the type of games where you can learn so much. You can't replicate that in training.
You touched on it just there about putting Faysal on at the end with sort of 10 minutes left. Quite an important point. Does that show how much you trust him and you think he's going to play a big part for the rest of the season?
We have to. I mean, the easy thing to do there would be to move Jeff into midfield and put Ozzy onto the right side and move Rob in the middle. But then you're disrupting the back five who are defending so stoutly, so to speak. You've got to trust the players, and we trust everyone in the squad. And he's worked hard, young Faysal. You know, he probably does need to go out and play 20 odd games just to keep developing, like Ilyas did at Stevenage, for example, that type of loan. But for me, you've got to trust him. He came on there and did a good job, really good job for us.
Mark, 4 wins in the last 5 games now. What's been the formula for such a great form right now?
Right now, it's just working hard. The Championship is so tight. Charlie's shot is blocked. You know, it's 2-0 game over. You see Rob Dickie's block there. You see Lee Wallace's tackle. That's the Championship. And so many games are decided by the odd goal. You know, you don't see too many, I keep touching wood, you don't see too many 3, 4, 5s going in, because it's such, teams work each other out and they negate a threat, and then you've got to just defend your set pieces really well, and all of these basic details. But we've done it really well. As I say, open play goals, Norwich was a pen, Watford was a pen, the Derby goal was our own doing. So we've been working really hard as a team, and the players deserve so much credit for that.
You've also got unlikely scoring hero Johan Barber today. What did you think of his overall display today?
Johan's getting better and better. Jordi Davies has come in and will be training with us next week. And Jordi, that pressure is what you need in every position. And Johan responds really well, but he's a class act. You saw a couple of his passes in the first half, his switches, great left foot, you know, corner delivery as well. And him and Rob, Jeff, etc., working so hard to form that partnership. Whether we play a 4, whether we play with the 3, the 5, we're going to call it there. Either way, he stepped up. Johan deserves, again, I keep saying, deserve credit. They're working hard, and you have to take stick when you concede goals. And last year we conceded too many, but he certainly stepped up along with Rob this season, Jeff.